Alrighty, guys. Today we are live, and today we're going to talk about how to manage your chronic stress. So, I know most of you that are going to watch this or that are watching this are under a lot of stress. So, let's dive right into it. So, to anyone that's just joining, we're talking about stress today. If you guys have any questions about chronic stress, how to manage chronic stress, please put your questions in the chat box below, and I will do my best to answer them. Okay. So, the first thing we're going to talk about, guys, is we need to understand what triggers our stress. All of us have some sort of triggers that induce our stress reaction. Um, so we need to do our best to audit what is causing our stress. For some people, it's driving to work. For other people, it's people at work, people that they work with. Um, for others, it's a million different things. So you really need to audit what is causing your stress. You really need to take a look at these are the things that are triggering me. These are the things that really set off my stress reactions, because those are the things that you need to learn to manage. Without managing those, you're just going to be in a perpetual cycle of chronic stress. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second thing is learning how to breathe properly. Excuse me. Most of you are breathing incorrectly. You guys are holding your breath. You guys, when you're in a stress response, you're taking very short um, uh, breaths. So you're doing a lot of this type of breathing, and you're not even aware of it. That's the thing, is you're not aware of the type of breathing that you're doing. So whenever we're in a stress reaction, um, our breathing is kind of restricted, our blood flow is restricted, and then the crazy thing is all of those biochemical processes further reinforce the stress response. Um, so learning how to breathe correctly, learning how to take big deep breaths in, holding it and then letting it go very slowly. Those are things that are going to help to reset your nervous system. So that's the second most important thing that I want to talk about today. The third thing, and that is super important and super nuanced, is learning how to take micro breaks. Most of you just work for hours and hours and hours, and you don't take any breaks. And then by the time you're done working, you're extremely tired, you're extremely fatigued, you're burnt out, and you don't want to return to the task because you're going to repeat the same cycle again. So you need to learn how to take micro breaks. That's the third most important thing. The fourth thing is nutrition, believe it or not. So nutrition is a big, big, big deal in managing stress. I know for myself and other clients that I coach, fixing their nutrition was a complete game changer for them. So there's a lot of hype right now on the internet about low carb, keto, carnivore, all this nonsense. But what I can say for sure for myself is having well balanced meals with proteins, carbs, and fats at every single meal has really helped to streamline and keep my energy very steady without crashing, without peaks and valleys, which is what most people go through every day. So, some people wake up and have just, a banana by itself with no protein or any fat. So the banana is going to increase your energy and then quickly come back down, um, because the insulin is going to go up and you're going to have that crash. And then in order to stabilize your blood sugar, it's going to increase cortisol, and that's going to make you feel very jittery and agitated, and not going to make you feel too good. So that's the third. Is that the third thing? No, I'm sorry. The fourth thing, the fourth most important thing that I want to talk about today is nutrition. So if you're under a lot of stress, try balancing your meals with proteins, carbs, and fats to keep your blood sugar stable. Because when our blood sugar isn't stable, we eat a bunch of sugar or starch, especially starch. Your blood sugar is going to shoot up and then come right back down, and you're not going to feel too good. Also, having just protein by itself, protein increases insulin. Insulin brings the blood sugar down. That's also going to make you crave a bunch of sugar. You're going to get these shakes. You're not going to feel too good. So make sure that you're having well-balanced meals throughout the day. Make sure you're eating enough food, guys. Most of you guys are very scared of food. You guys have this fear and phobia that food is the enemy. It really isn't, guys. Food gives you energy. So really try to balance your meals out. You're going to feel a difference. Okay. The fifth thing and the last thing that I want to talk about today is learning how to practice gratitude. Most of us are at the age or the era of time that we're very ungrateful for things. We do a lot of comparison to other people. We're just not grateful for the things that we have right now. So right now is the greatest time in the history. We have the most amount of money. We have the greatest technology. We need to be grateful for the small things that we have every single day. Having gratitude will literally change your brain and help you to reduce the stress. Because when we're not grateful, we're constantly seeking out more, and seeking more creates more stress. So learning how to have gratitude, journaling every single day what you're grateful for is really going to help you to bring that stress response down. Okay. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat box below. I will be more than happy to help you. This isn't any medical advice. I'm not making any claims. This is all just educational, for educational purposes only. But I've done a lot of research for many years because this is something that has interested me for the longest time. All of us want to feel good all the time. No one wants to feel terrible. Feeling terrible is just not the way to live. So again, if you guys have any questions, please drop them in the chat box below. If you guys also click the details on the bottom, there's also a free guide that can get you guys started on helping you guys to reduce your chronic stress. There's a lot of actionable stuff in there, guys. That's some of the stuff we talked about today. If you guys start implementing that today, you guys will notice a big change in how you feel. And of course, if we feel better, we're going to do better, and we do better, we're going to feel better. It's just that positive feedback loop that's going to get you guys feeling a lot better. So this was a great talk, guys. I hope you guys download the free guide. There's a lot of valuable stuff in there. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.